Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, are y'all ready for this review? I hope y'all ready, and I hope you guys, I hope you're ready to listen, and I hope you're ready to comment down below because we need to have a conversation. And I really want to interact with you guys and hear your input, your thoughts, all that good stuff. All right, so I want to start with Greg and Dianna. Now, y'all, I'm trying. I'm really trying to give Dianna the benefit of the doubt because I really do think that they can be a good couple. Um, just on paper alone, their accomplishments and they seem like they would be a good fit. And when they showed the little clip, now we saw the clip early on when they were packing and they were talking about the matching outfits, which was cute. But it was this episode where we saw the rest of the clip of the interaction where they were dancing and all of that. So I think that, I think they can do it. I think they can be good together. But Deanna is just, I can't put my finger on it, but she kind of plucked my nerves in this episode. Okay, so it seemed to me that whenever she is with the group, of ladies, okay, and like again, like I said in my last review, when everybody is talking about their relationship, it's all positive, okay, which is a good thing. And I do believe in surrounding yourself with other positive couples when you're in a relationship, or even if you're not in a relationship. Just surrounding yourself by positive people and positivity, period, is always a good thing. But I feel like Deanna is putting on a show. Like, oh, let's match. Now mind you, they didn't do it on purpose. They did have the same color um, outfits and item of clothing or whatever. But it's like she's trying to, when she's with the girl, she's putting on, oh, he's so sweet, he's so this, he's so that. Now she did admit that him complimenting her every 2 seconds was annoying. She did admit that. And of course, Iris had to say her piece, and Deanna wasn't feeling that. But it's like the way she speaks of him to the women is not how she treats him when it's just the two of them, if that makes any sense. It's like when she's with him, there are moments where, okay, they seem cool, whatever. They just seem like friends. But she doesn't seem into him, I guess, like the other couples. She doesn't seem romantically interested in him. It's like they're just hanging together because they have to film, type of thing. But when she gets with the other ladies, it's like, oh, he's so sweet, he's so understanding, he's so patient, he's so this, he's so that. And it's like, if you just heard that part and you didn't see anything else, you'd be like, oh, okay, he's a good guy, and oh, she seems really into him, and whatever. Now, okay, this is what I think. Okay, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. I personally think, okay, when they showed the clip when Deanna was asking Greg all these questions, which I'm totally fine with. I think all of them should be asking each other questions because you don't know each other, and you're basically compounding dating, engagement, and marriage all into one encounter, basically, because you're getting to know your husband. Whereas, on average, the normal process is you meet, you date, you get engaged, and then you get married. So, yeah, I'm totally okay with, the sitting down and the questions and all of that. I agree with that. But for some reason, with Deanna, I feel like it's more so of, it's almost like, let me ask him these questions because she's trying to find something negative. She's trying to find something to clown him on. I feel like Deanna kind of had this attitude like, I have these degrees, I'm well traveled, you know, I own my own townhouse, which I commend her for. Okay, I truly commend her for it, for her accomplishments. But it's almost like I don't know if she didn't think anybody else on the show was gonna have anything on her level. I don't know, but it's like once Greg started answering these questions, it's kind of like she wasn't expecting these answers. Okay, here she comes with, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. And then when she started asking him questions, it's like, boom, okay, I have a master's degree, gainfully employed, 4-bedroom house that I built, traveled, and I was engaged. And it just kind of like blew her mind. And I really think her reaction to the whole ex fiance thing, honestly, guys, okay, I think Dianna was shocked. Not because, okay, he had a past. Everyone has a past, okay? I think she was more shocked that someone else wanted Greg. I don't think she's attracted to Greg, and I think she looks at him as kind of corny. So I just think she was shocked that was able to pull someone like that and take things to another level. Like he's not just this, unattractive cornball desperate to get on this show and, no one else wanted him, so this is the last resort. No, he seems to be well rounded and he seems to be overall a good guy. Like in the beginning, Greg kind of gave me weird vibes, I guess, with the whole crying and just for a split second. Okay, I will say I prejudged, but overall, now I okay, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? Greg is not something I or someone, that I would normally just automatically off the bat be attracted to. However, his personality and just his whole demeanor and his swag and just his confidence and all of that, it makes him attractive. It makes him attractive. And I just think he's an overall good guy. I think I actually like that when he talked about his relationship with his ex fiance and when he owned up to his part of the demise of that relationship, because a lot of times people don't want to admit their part in why things didn't work. They're always so quick to blame the other person. So when he admitted that he had some issues with, being controlling and things like that, and he sought counseling for that, I commend that. I really, really do, because I feel like the first step in getting better, the first step in making sure that you don't repeat bad behavior or repeat mistakes, number one, you have to recognize it. Okay. Number two, you need to work on it. Number three, you need to figure out why you're like that. Why did you do that? Why did you behave that way? And so the fact that he saw it was an issue and he wanted to work on that, I highly commend him for that. I really, really do. And that again adds on to what makes him attractive overall. Because I feel like this. Work on you before you bring somebody else into your mess. Okay? If you are not together, you're not comfortable with yourself, don't go out there seeking someone to be in a relationship with, because whatever's going on with you, you're now putting that on the other person. So anyway, guys, I really like that he said that. I was impressed by that. And I just feel like the whole ex fiance thing and just everything that he has presented to her, to Dianna thus far, it may have her feeling a little insecure. Just like I said, I don't know what her expectations were, because when you look at past episodes, seasons of the show, a lot of people were kind of ho hum, if you will. So maybe Dianna thought she was coming in, on some whole I am woman, hear me roar. I am well rounded. I don't know. But I found it funny also that she was talking about, oh, she's spiritual. She grew up in the church. She's a church girl, all this good stuff. And she's asking him, and he's like, yeah, I belong to a church and I'm actually active in a church. And here she is the whole time not even going to church. She's a bedside Baptist. Like, that's what I mean by it feels like she's asking him questions to kind of, and I could be totally wrong, you guys. I'm really not trying to paint Dianna in a bad light. I'm just going by what I see. But it's kind of like everything that she's trying to point out or think that she can point out in a negative way is actually coming from her. Like, you don't even go to church. And it's just like, okay, everything that you wanted, everything that you want, everything that you're trying to present yourself to be is what he is. Is everything that he is. So what is the problem? Why? I don't know. I don't think she is attracted to him. And I don't know if Dianna is used to roughneck guys, guys that's kind of you know, like Greg strikes me as the type to have confidence, but not in a rude, demeaning type of way. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I feel like he is being very patient. I feel like he is really trying hard to impress her. He's really trying hard to make this work. And I just hope that she is going to put in the same energy. I really, really do. Um, or either let it go. Like, don't stay married just to save face, okay? And just to be like, oh, I have a husband, because it's not going to work. And then what may happen, which I hope doesn't, he may resort to being that guy that he was before with the controlling ways and things like that. I hope not. I hope they can get it together. Um, because I think they can work. I really think they can work. But Deanna's gonna have to do some work on herself. She really is. All right, guys. So let's get off of them. Let's talk about Elizabeth and Jamie. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Like I said in my last review, they are just. I laugh at them. I really, really do. But this episode, they kind of just. Elizabeth. Okay, one minute you want to be this princess, and the next minute you want to be this diva. Now, which one is it going to be, hun? Because Jamie is, it's like Jamie only wants to deal with one of them, okay? And I feel like I said before, their marriage is going to be argument after argument, drama after drama, and like I said, their way of resolving it is having sex. That's what they're going to do until that doesn't work anymore. Because at some point, you have to get to the root of the problem so that it stop happening. But what strikes me with them, with Elizabeth in particular, you guys know how when you were young, I'm talking elementary, maybe junior high school, and you have your little boyfriend or your little girlfriend, and okay, maybe not elementary, junior high school, maybe high school, right? And you know how you want to test to see if how much they really like you or how much they really love you. So you do little things to get a reaction. Like, but if he really cared, he'll act like this, or he'll do this, or he'll say that. I'm getting that from Elizabeth. I feel like she does little things to get a reaction from him, and she's not getting the reaction she wants. And when she doesn't, that's when she goes into full brat mode. And then now they're arguing. Then she comes back around and apologizes, and then everything is fine again. They have sex, all that good stuff. But the whole boat ride, it's okay. It's almost like, I mean, now she let it be known up front she didn't like boat rides. I get it. I get it. She let it be known. So to me, I feel like Jamie should have been more comforting. It's like Jamie's in his own world. Like, to me, it's like the only time he connects with her is when it's flirty, sexually way. Okay. But when, and like he said, he's not a mind reader. Okay, no one's a mind reader, but I feel like he doesn't even try. He doesn't try to pick up on cues. He doesn't try to pick up on, things that she's doing and she's saying, because when you're, now mind you, they're still strangers. I totally understand. But yeah, when you're in relationships and along, as time go on, you guys know, you start to pick up on things. You start to know your significant other. You know when they're not in the mood and they're having a bad day and they're pissed off. You know how to adjust. You know how to confront them or to approach them about things. You know? So I feel like Jamie needs to work on that. And with Elizabeth, so back to the boat ride. With Elizabeth, with her whole just, oh my gosh, acting excuse me guys, acting like just this wild child, this damsel in distress type deal. Okay. To me, I feel like it was over the top, but I felt like it could have been dealt with. If it had it been dealt with early on, had Jamie reacted early on, I think the ending of it could have been avoided. And by that I mean, when she first started like, oh my gosh, I'm getting sick, whatever, to me, he should have held her, rubbed her back, kissed her forehead. Liz, it's going to be okay. Just close your eyes, calm down, lay your head right here. We're going to be fine. It's like she wants that reassurance. She wants the, mind you guys, she's a daddy's girl. She's a dad. Her daddy has all her life has been coddling her. Okay, so she's still looking for that. And I don't even think it's so much. To me, I felt like if that's what he should have done. I really do. I don't think it's in that situation it's a matter of, oh my gosh, you gotta coddle me. No, I feel like if your wife is uncomfortable, which she told you beforehand, and you see that she is having a moment of spazzing out, it is your job as her husband, whether you're a newlywed, whatever, to make her feel comfortable, to make her feel safe, to make her feel like it's going to be okay. And because he wasn't doing that and he was joking and he was being dismissive like he always is, oh, you're being dramatic. Okay, first of all, you're saying it in front of everybody. Now she just met with her girls, and when Amber was like, has anybody got an argument yet? She totally chose not to disclose the argument that they had earlier because she felt like, look, that's between me and him. I don't want the girls to know, which I agree with. But also, like I said, they're all now trying to one up each other and try to present like their marriage is on point. We're all singing kumbaya. Everything is great with all of us. Okay, although they're going to watch it later on, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so I just feel like for him to, maybe she thought because, okay, we're in front of everybody, that he's going to put on this front and he's going to act concerned and, just comfort her or whatever. Because normally that's what people do. They'll put on the front. I mean, y'all can just be arguing at home, like just got in an argument, and as soon as you get on the boat, y'all lovey-dovey in front of everybody. A lot of couples do that. Okay, they fake it for trying to put it out there. Everything is all cool. So I think Elizabeth felt like that's what he was going to do, and Jamie is just not that type of person. He's just like, I don't care who's around. You getting on my nerves. You being dramatic. Cut it out. And so I felt like when he reacted in that way, it made her go just overboard with it because she's still looking for that attention. She's still looking for him to comfort her. You know what I mean? She's still looking for that. And he didn't give it to her the first time around. Okay, You not showing me attention, you not doing what I think you should be doing, I'm really gonna act a fool. And that's what she did. And he reacted, because that's what he does. He, instead of him realizing, okay, let me diffuse this drama right here, right? Which is again what he should have done when once she turned it up a notch. To me, he should have recognized that. And guys, it's not about, well, they don't really know each other. It's kind of like, even when you're meeting strangers or you've known someone for a couple of hours, it's not really about them. It's about you and how you handle the situation. You don't even have to know this person. Okay. But you know how, you should know how to diffuse a situation, or how to deflect, how to just walk away. So it's not necessarily about that person. It's more so about you and your reaction. So okay, he's, let's just say he's still learning Liz. Okay, he's still learning her. So to me, to diffuse it, to not add fuel to the fire, to not embarrass themselves even further, shut it down. When she took it to level two, he should have shut it down. But instead, he's adding fuel to the fire, which resulted in her telling, F you and all of this. And he's nitpicking. So it got to the point where she's pissed off. Now, here you didn't even want people to know about your previous argument. Now everybody's watching you get pissed and walk off the boat. you know? So they need to work on it. They really need to work on it. But then again, Liz comes back and she apologized, and they're talking and everything is fine. Now, I'm going to say this. Some people like chaos. Some people honestly thrive in the midst of chaos. They really do. Some people just they feel like if it's not something going on all the time, that life is boring. Let me push his buttons so we can have makeup sex. Let me push his buttons to see if he really cared, and if he's really gonna come and hug me and see if I'm okay. That's what I'm getting with them. But anyway, so I still like them though. And it's crazy. It's crazy. And you know what? Maybe that type of chaos, it works for them. Some people thrive in it. I don't know. But I like them together. I really do. I just think they both need to grow up. They both are acting like children. Instead of him diffusing the situation, putting out that fire, he is standing right there with lighter fluid, and he is squeezing that bottle and just dousing it with fluid, and the flame is just going to get out of control. And you don't want it to get to the point where it's so out of control now you can't contain it, and it's just, then now once they get back home, you guys know, daddy getting involved, family getting involved. So they need to work on that. They really do. All right, so moving on to, who do we have? Matt and Amber. Lord, okay. I have said it and I will say it again. Matt is not there to be married. Matt is there for money and exposure. And I'm standing by that. Tell me what y'all think. We could talk about it, but that's where I stand on it. I really do. Matt is full of BS. Y'all, he is such, okay. Matt, you don't work. Matt does not have a job. Okay, he does not have a job. So yeah, they get paid to be on this show. So here you are, this basketball player with no contract currently, right? Which means you're not getting money from basketball. Then you're trying to start a business, and I mean that hasn't happened yet. I don't know what phase he's in, but sometimes, unless you have investors, it takes money to start a business, right? Okay, where's this money coming from? Because you don't have money coming in on a consistent basis from basketball. You don't have a 9 to 5 job. Where's this money coming from, Matt? Okay, so you're on this show. You are now talking about, okay, if this business doesn't happen, the way I wanted to, then my agent told me about, this contract in another country and blah 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 blah. Amber, how do you feel about this? I'll probably be gone between 7 and 10 months. First of all, daggone well that's not gonna fly with anybody. You guys are newlyweds. Why would you come on the show? And I said this in my last review. Why would you come on the show if you knew that you was going to be traveling like that? If you knew that you still were interested in playing overseas? Because my thing is this. First of all, if you don't have yourself together, period, don't be trying to look for a spouse. Don't bring somebody else into your mess. I wholeheartedly believe that, regardless of who you are, where you are in your life, if you right now, and I'm not saying that you have to be a millionaire or you have to own your own home. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying right now he is unstable. Okay, if you are not stable, if you're not at a point in your life where you're happy, now you're like, no one's perfect, no one's life is going to be perfect. Okay, so let's say, for example, of what I'm talking about. Okay, let's say you have a job, you make good money, your bills are paid, you got money in savings. Whether you rent or you own, that's neither here nor there. Okay, you have friends, your family, you're okay. Now, yeah, you may not be happy go lucky about your job, and it's not necessarily because you hate your job, but let's say it's something like, oh, you hate the commute, or you can't really stand some of the people that you work with. I mean, that's type of stuff is normal. Okay, so let's just say that's one of your hangups. Like, oh, I love what I do, but I can't stand my boss. That's not a big deal. I'm saying you can still date, get married, whatever, because everything else in your life is stable. I'm talking about stability. Okay? Stability. But if you're sitting up here and you're between jobs, or you don't have a job, you living in grandma's basement, or you laying on your friend's couch, you are not ready. And it's not fair for you to bring somebody else into that. Now, mind you, if you're upfront with that person and they are willing to accept all of that, and they willing to come and chill with you on grandma's couch in grandma's basement, then that's the decision that they make. More power to them. Okay, as long as you're upfront and you're honest. If they're willing to say, hey, I don't care if you don't have a job, I'm willing to support you, that's all well and good. That's their decision. But to come on a show, okay, like, I don't know what he put down on his application, but to come on a show knowing that you do not have a job, I highly doubt that he put down on his application that he was unemployed. He put down that he was a basketball player. That's what he put down. Either that, or he's a business owner. But I guarantee you he did not put down he was unemployed. So to me, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you're going on a show where people don't have the option to get to know you and make that decision whether or not to accept the fact that you don't have a job, to know and accept the fact that they may be the only one working and have to take care of you while you chase your dreams. So I just think I think it's wrong. I think he was not playing basketball or not work. He knew his situation prior to filling out that application and getting on this show. And I think it's wrong, and I think it's unfair to Amber. I do. Now, on to Miss Amber. Miss Amber, honey, okay. Amber needs therapy. Amber should not be on this show because, if I'm not mistaken, let me know, guys, if correct me if I'm wrong here. But Amber's previous relationship, she said that it was either her or her sister said that Amber was pretty much just handing over her paycheck to her ex. Like, he basically was just using her. She was taking care of him. She was handing over her paycheck. Amber, you are getting ready to do the exact same thing. Okay, so what? He's your husband. But you are doing the exact same thing or getting ready to, because she sat up there once he said what he said, which is all mind games. It is all mind games. So you basically sat across this woman and said, it's either I go overseas, play basketball for 7 or 10 months. Now, mind you, they just got married. They don't even know each other. So they're still in the getting to know each other phase. And now you're about to go away for almost a year. So, hey, it's either that or accept the fact that I'm I'm unemployed and you may have to be the one to take care of everything. Now, he didn't say those exact words, but that's exactly where he was going with it. Okay? Without even blinking, Amber went straight into, I got it. I'll take care of everything. I'm your wife. I'm here to support you. I'm going to make sure that we're okay. Don't worry about it. What? Then he kind of has this, attitude about it. And then we later learned that, she was talking to the camera and later told us that um he was upset because he felt like she embarrassed him and made him feel some kind of way. Let me tell you something. Matt was pissed off because Amber said all of that on camera. Matt has no problem and is totally fine with Amber taking care of him while he chill and come up with this business and fake like, oh, I'm looking for investors, oh, I'm trying to do this and that. Now, I'm not saying that he's not really trying to start up a business, but Matt is looking for money. And anywhere he can get it from, he's going to, excuse me, guys, he's going to get it. Okay. So I don't think he had a problem or has a problem with Amber taking care of everything. He has a problem with the fact that she said it on camera. That's what he's pissed off about and embarrassed about. That she said it on camera when, but had they said it privately, okay? So I really hate it for her. I really, really do. I like Amber. I think she's a very sweet and giving person. But my goodness, she is just gonna have a hard time. Even if things don't work out for Matt, you are on national TV and you just pretty much shown the world that you would stay with a bum and take care of him financially. So let's say things don't work out, y'all get a divorce. Oh yeah, you're probably gonna have a lot of guys at your doorstep, a lot of guys trying to date you and get with you. Not because you're this beautiful swan and just this down to earth person, but because they know they can use you. But I truly want the best for Amber. I really do. I like her, but my gosh, she is just. Ugh, I wish her well. I really do, but I'm not feeling Matt at all, and that's that. Okay, so moving on from now, Keith and Iris. Now they didn't show a lot of them this episode, and I'm guessing it's because there was no talk or a lot of talk about her virginity, because to me it seemed like that was always at the forefront. That was always the conversation. That's what everything was based on. And I think it's doing them an injustice. Like, I want to know more about Keith and his job and working with these kids. I want to know more about his background. I want to know about his past dating experience. I want to know about Iris' past dating experience being a virgin. It's like, I want to know about her job. I want to know about her friends and what she like. I want to know more about them. And I think all of that got pushed to the side to bring unnecessary amount of attention on the fact that she's a virgin. And so you instead of that just being a part of the storyline and being a part of who she is, that became their story. It was all about that when it came to them. And so I'm really hoping that they start showing more of them. Now, I know once they all move in together, we're going to see a lot of everybody. And I cannot wait because y'all know when they move in together, that's when it really gets juicy because we get to really see people personality and how they actually live and cohabitate. It's I can't wait for that. So I hopefully will see more of Iris and Keith. Like I really want to know about them. Period. I really do because I like them together. Um, I just want to know more about them. Now with the whole Keith losing his ring and Iris was just about to have a baby, she is so. I thought it was funny. I'm kind of backtracking here. I thought it was funny how when Iris asked him, what did she ask him? Like, what was his pet peeve or what was something that she did that he didn't like? And when he was like, look, I'm not a morning person. Cause y'all know Iris is like a little puppy dog. She's hyper and just full of energy. And but he said it in a nice way. Oh, you know what? Okay, let's do a comparison. So when Keith told Iris, okay, look, I'm not really a morning person, so it's just a bit much for me. I need some time to kind of get myself together before, I'm interacting with people, whatever. He was calm. He was nice about it. He in a nice way. He was saying, "Look, you do too much in the morning. I don't want you all in my face. Jumping up and down and all hype first thing in the morning. Let me get myself together, and then we can have our time." Now compare that to Dianna and Keith. I think when Keith brought up food for her, he brought her a plate. She was in bed. And I can't remember what he said, but she was like, "Yeah, I'm not a morning person." Like her whole, I mean, God, her whole just, Deanna. Anyway, I've already talked about her, and I don't want to dog her out. I hope she proves me wrong, but she's just, Okay, so that's what I mean by there's a way to say things so that you're not offending someone, so that you're not coming off bitchy and negative and snooty and so anyway, I hope Keith and Iris. I saw a preview of the well, no, I didn't they didn't show the preview in this episode, um which I thought was odd, but the clip that they show, I think in last episode, when they show them in the apartment and she finds condoms and all of that. So yeah, it's gonna be real interesting. But back onto him losing his ring. Iris kind of comes off as a mama bear, like a mother figure, and he already made a comment when they were on the little raft, and he was like, "Oh, stop acting like my mom or whatever." He strikes me as a type, very calm, very reserved, and a all an all around nice guy. And if he doesn't like something or whatever, he'll say it with a smile to avoid conflict, which I like. But you can tell Iris is kind of like plucking it a little bit, just being overbearing in a way. So he made the comment, stop acting like my mother, and I like the way she turned that around, because she could have been like, "What do you mean acting like your mother?" Blah blah blah. She didn't do that. She was just like, "Oh, I just want to make sure you're okay, and you don't die on our honeymoon. I told your mother I made." So I like that, and that's the type of thing that I want Jamie and Elizabeth to do. Like, instead of taking that turn and making it bigger than what it really is, and blowing it out of proportion, just go ahead and diffuse that before it gets big. So I like that she did that. And when they were looking for the ring, she was just like, "Oh my God, how could you lose your ring? And I'm about to lose it." And what? I mean, like he's already upset that he lost it. He's already feeling some type of way. So it's like, girl, look, be quiet, get down there in that sand and help that man look for that ring, and just stop. Like, chill. It's okay. So yeah, but I like them. I like when they took their little stroll. Now, listen, when they got to that pile of poop, and it was a big pile, I would have immediately turned right on around and went back to the beach, because what's not about to happen, we are not going to be in these woods and something laid that pile of poop in the middle of the walking trail. I don't know what it belongs to, and I'm not trying to find out. But I did like that Keith was playful, and even though I think after a while it was getting on Ivan's nerves, but I like them. I like them together. I just hope that the whole finding condoms, and I just hope that they maintain on good terms. I really do. Anyway, guys, this was a long review, and I had not planned on it being that way, but yeah, that is my review, my thoughts on last night's episode. I really, really, really want to know what you guys think. Like, am I being too hard on Dianna? You guys, like, let me know. What do you guys think? And what I want to know what you guys think about Dianna, especially, and Matt. I'm really interested in what you guys think about those two. So, leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think. And until next time, take care.